Welcome to Game of Roses. This is PaceCase.
This is BachelorClues.
Hi.
Hi. We got a huge announcement that we're going to be making during State of the Game, so stay tuned. Before we get to that, we got to mention the DePaul Pop Culture Conference happening the weekend of May 3rd, that Saturday. I'm going to be there if you're in the Chicagoland area, or if you want to come to the Chicagoland area to DePaul. You can get tickets right now at popcultureconference.com. I'm going to be giving a speech. I don't know what time, but it's on May 3rd. I think it's at 3 in the afternoon or something, if I remember
Sounds
right.
like speech
I don't even
time
remember.
to me.
I'm just going to show up there and do what they tell me. But I'm going to be giving a speech.
Clues. So exciting.
That's correct. I'm going to be breaking down. I think I'm going to do a speech on, I was going to do the death of the Bachelor, but it's a lot. It became like a novel basically. And so I'm like, I can't fit this into my speech time. So I'm going to do one on the gamification of reality TV. And it's going to have a bunch of old clips giving examples of classic IFIs, PTCs, et cetera, steals, Hoojus, all that. And I'm putting that together now. It's been pretty fun to go back through the archives, to say the least.
Ooh. Well, yes. I can't wait to see the recording of it that you will force a student perhaps in the audience to take.
I don't know if there's going to be a recording of it or not, but at the very least, even if there's not, this is groundwork for a video that I will probably make on YouTube.
Ooh.
So check it out. Again, popcultureconference.com. You can get tickets there. And check out, there's a bunch of other cool keynote speakers and stuff who are going to be there. All kinds of reality TV people. The writer of Cue the Sun, I believe, is going to be there. Check it out.
You know, I own the web address popculturesensation.com.
Oh.
That's where my blog used to be.
Wow. Well, now you really are a pop culture sensation. And speaking of pop culture sensations, let's move on to
Game of Roses. State of the Game.
What is happening right now? Not literally right now, but in 2 days' time, or 1 day's time, if you're listening to this on Tuesday, which you are, the NRU is dropping another gigantic show. I don't know that we can call this third wave because all the players are coming from NRU, but they are coming from different shows.
Different shows.
Yeah, technically it is third wave, but it's like the NRU
it's like
is big enough.
Bachelor in Paradise is third wave.
Bachelor in Paradise is third wave?
I mean, it's combining Bachelor and Bachelorette.
That ain't third wave.
I'm saying it's in the same.
But this is technically third wave, I guess, because it's combining players from disparate reality formats. There are dating formats, there are game formats, et cetera, et cetera. They are all Netflix shows, though. And that just goes to show you that Netflix is big enough. It can have its own third wave by itself, basically. And this show is called Battle Camp. Now, we're going to roll through the cast of Battle Camp for you and tell you who you can expect to see in the show. But also, our big announcement is this. The technology now exists that PaceCase and I can do a joint Palapa Corner, and we're going to be doing that as a test run for every episode of Battle Camp, which comes out Wednesday, by the way. They're dropping all 10 episodes. We will get through them as quickly as we can over the course of the next 3 to 4 days. We're not going to do them all in one day. Not humanly possible for us. But we are going to be doing this whole season of Battle Camp, this inaugural season of it, in what we are calling Casa Gore. You see?
Get it? Like Casa Amor?
Yeah, I get it completely.
Pretty good.
Yes, I'm very excited about this. I'm going to make some new graphics, and it's basically going to be me and PaceCase in a Palapa Corner style show with each other, watching every episode of Battle Camp. This is, again, a test run for what we're planning to do for Love Island Season 7 USA. Which is going to be
requires test runs episode. Because it's on every day of the week.
That's right.
So we're just trying to see if it's physically possible for us to do this.
I think it will be. I've run some tests. It seems like it will be physically possible. Now let's get into the cast of Battle Camp. Battle Camp, by the way, it's kind of a summer camp tone and motif. So they have all these players from different NRU shows showing up at this like kind of elaborate summer camp, doing challenges that are summer camp related, tugs of war, climbing giant wooden platforms. Maybe there'll be some archery. I don't know.
Maybe holding onto a pole. The only fun physical challenge.
Only went to a poll. There's a cash prize. It's $250,000 is one person is going to take home that prize, apparently. Or is it a team? I don't even know. We'll have to wait and see. The players we have are Avery from The Mole Season 1. She's a professional full-time video game streamer, just FYI. We have got Bree from Too Hot to Handle Season 6. Did you watch that season?
Yes, professional player.
Yeah. We've got Chase from Too Hot to Handle Season 2 and the winner of Perfect Match Season 1. So this dude is already crushing. He's like one of the biggest stars in the NRU, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You've
Charisma
got Gabby
King
from Cheer. Now, this is interesting.
Oh.
Cheer is not a dating show. It's not a competition show. It was a docu-series about these cheerleader champions, like these collegiate cheerleaders. She's in the show now. So the NRU is also just absorbing like other reality shows, not even dating and game. Just like, if you're
maybe
on
they'll
Netflix.
get like some of the golfers, some of the race car drivers next.
Yeah, Rory McIlroy.
But I do feel like those cheerleaders are like very good at really intense competition.
They're going, I predict domination. I don't think anybody's going to stand a chance against them. We've got Georgia from Too Hot to Handle Season 3 and Perfect Match Season 1. We have got Gio from Selling the OC. This again, Selling the OC is like
he's not going to be good.
I don't think any of these people who are not in like dating formats or game formats are going to be good at this, but I could be wrong. They could surprise. You never know.
It depends on what the challenges are, but Gio's not even good, I would say, in his own game format. I mean, he's one of the main characters of Selling the OC, but I feel like everyone kind of gets a little fool at it a little bit. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm curious to see what he does in this one.
We've also got Irina from Love is Blind Season 4. She, if you remember, was engaged to, I believe, Zach Goitowski. And then he broke that off to notch down to Bliss Poritzati, with whom he now has a child.
Yes.
But she will hopefully get some kind of a redemption arc here, get a little payback. We also have Kyle from The Circle Season 6. We have Lexi from Ultimatum Queer Love. You remember Lexi, of course.
Oh, she's like the main character I remember from that season.
She's got about 800K on Instagram right now, so hopefully she'll bring some fandom. You've got Lorenzo from Squid Game Challenge.
With brain, brawn, and definitely a lot of boobs, she said. So she's got that to
we'll see if she's going to bring the boobs, the brains, and the bronze. We've got Louis from Too Hot to Handle Season 5 and 6. He's
Lorenzo
fantastic.
from Squid Game Challenge.
Yeah, Lorenzo from Squid Game Challenge.
Okay.
Yeah. And Louis from Too Hot to Handle Season 5 and 6. We've got Morgan from Cheer. So 2 Cheer contestants in here. She was fantastic in her season, by the way. And we've got Nick from The Circle Season 3 and Perfect Match Season 1. He was a little lackluster in his Perfect Match season. I will say that. I don't know how he's going to do on this show, which also seems to have that kind of group psychosocial dynamic. We've got Pauly from Selling the OC. We've got Corey Tyler from Circle Season 6. That's a Gore girl. We interviewed Corey, if you remember.
Yes. Good for her.
We've got Shubham from Circle Season 1 and Season 5. And we have got Tony from The Mole Season 2. We have also got Trey from Squid Game, The Challenge Season 1. If you remember, he was one half of the mother-son duo that competed in that first season.
They competed against each other?
Well, I mean, yeah. Everybody in Squid Game's competing against each other. There are
interesting. They're still trying to make Squid Game Challenge happen.
It's got a Season 2 coming out.
I mean, so we're seeing what? Like probably a third dating games, and the rest are other types of games or docu-series.
Yeah, pretty much. The only dating games that were in here were what? We had
Love is Blind, Too Hot to Handle.
Couple of Too Hot to Handles and a couple of Love is Blind, 2 Love is Blind and 3
a bunch
Too
of
Hot
Too
to
Hot
Handles.
to Handles. Yeah, the couple that are returning and are basically on every season of Netflix.
Yeah, but I mean, this shows you like if you get into that NRU, you're going to be on these shows forever. You now have Perfect Match that you can cut out to. And you've got this battle camp thing. They're going to be doing more of these. I'm positive they still don't have their traders. That's going to be coming out at some point.
It's kind of like in the olden days when certain actors would just go with a certain studio or whatever. That's what it's like reminding me of. They just have like, these are our people.
Totally. And I don't know if any of these players can go out to other shows or not. Have we seen any Netflix people on Traders yet? It's all CBS dating shows and
Chriselle from Selling Sunset.
Oh yes, you're right. So one, right? Is that it? That's all I can think of.
Yeah, just off the top of my head. But Chriselle can also just do whatever she wants.
Yeah, she's kind of a different breed.
Yeah,
she's above it. But anyway, that's it. That's our state of the game. NRU is about to drop their big third wave show. PaceCase and I are going to be watching all of it together in Casa Gore. I'm going to have some new graphics and everything for it. I can't wait.
Yes.
It's going to be fun.
I can't wait. We've been hoping for this technology to come around for a long time. We've been in our separate corners and palapas, and we'll see how this goes. Like the last time we were doing anything like this was the hyper binge back when we were rewatching every episode of The Bachelor during the dark days in 2020.
This will be more fun. Less of a hyper, more of a pleasure binge. We will be watching it at regular speed. And so don't worry about that. If you didn't like my got to get out at 2x speed.
1.25. Let's not get crazy.
Let's not get crazy, but it'll be basically regular speed. And we hope you'll join us at patreon.com/Game of Roses, because I think this is going to be kind of how we do this type of thing from here on out. At least this is our first test, our first dipping toes into the water. I'm sure there will be PaceCase Palapas and Clues Corners, but I think for our big shows that we're doing, it'll probably be this joint Casa Gore.
So
join us for the Casa Gore era. Now,
elevating.
Indeed. Let's move on to our next segment.
What are you watching?
What are you watching? Clues?
PaceCase, what do you got? You tell me.
Did you watch The Last of Us last night?
No, not yet. Don't spoil.
Are you kidding me? You have to watch it. Pause right now and watch it.
I can't do that, but I will watch it. We'll probably watch it tonight.
Don't go on the internet before you watch it. This is just my warning to everyone. But it's a big episode. We are covering it on the HBO Max Patreon, and we're going to record that episode tonight. Could not have physically recorded the episode last night. Very intense episode.
Holy shit. Okay.
So I famously just finished Vanderpump Rules Palapas, so I was finally free, and I could watch The Valley, which is kind of a spin-off series of the characters who got fired for racism, Jackson, Kristen, and Brittany. And I have plowed through it. I watched the entire season in like 2 days. It's so good. It's so good. And I'm like halfway through the season 2 premiere. It is, cannot recommend it more. I'm also watching Southern Charm somehow still. And both The Valley and Southern Charm have Bachelor players in them.
Yeah.
Jasmine Good is on The Valley. She's one of the main cast on that show. She's fantastic. She was on Nick Vial's season, right?
No, I believe she was Higgy, wasn't she? Ben Higgins?
What season was she? Yep, 21. Let's go. And she was on BIP 4.
Nice.
And then Southern Charm has Sally of Sally's Suitcase. Also, she's a new main
Sally
character. Carson. And she is messy, kind of getting a little bit of a villain at it, but also like she's a main character as well. Just like both of them completely underutilized when they were produced by Bachelor.
That unfortunately is like, it's just the legacy of Bachelor. They underutilize so many talented players, kick them off early, almost every season.
Like the casting is good.
Yeah.
For the women.
Exactly. the people who are doing the casting on Bachelor, I think, are finding reality stars, and then the producers just don't use them, unfortunately. Well, I have not been watching these things, but I have been watching. Last night, I went over to my friend Will's house to watch WrestleMania.
Oh, cute.
Thank you very much.
What's that?
It's the biggest wrestling thing every year. They do a WrestleMania every year. It's where the heavyweight championship takes place. Yeah, it's kind of like where all the storylines lead up to culminating at WrestleMania. And it was sold out at Las Vegas, their big football stadium there. 160 something thousand people.
Have you been?
They said. Been to a WrestleMania?
Mm-hmm.
No, I've been to 2 live wrestling events. I went to a WWE one a long time ago, and I went to an AEW one where Will got us like front row seats because he knows the guys who run it and shit, and that was absolutely insane. But I don't know. WrestleMania is like, it's over the course of 3 days. We watched just the Sunday part of it. That was 4 hours long. That's a little long for me to watch these matches. Oh,
I did also watch the Coachella live streams. I watched Green Day, who I had no, like, I don't think of like bands I know. I'm like, Green Day. I knew every single word to every song. Yeah. I'm guessing because of my brother or my mom, or I don't know who was listening to it.
The time of your life.
Clues, I literally wept at that was their closer, and I cried. It's just like, it's such a good song, and they did so well, and they had a woman come up and perform some of the songs singing, and then they had another woman come up and perform guitar, and then they gave her the guitar. It was just like, cool. They're just so sweet, and
sure.
And they did a lot of anti-fascism crowd work, and yeah, it was really good.
That's
Gaga
cool.
was so good too. Oh my God. Above and Beyond.
I
watched a little bit of Horse Girl, which was, it's not my style, I think, but I thought it was interesting. It's a lady who like wears a horse mask and does DJ touching horsey the buttons and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. But had a lot of FOMO for Coachella.
I had zero FOMO
some
for
of the
Coachella.
Parasocial plays.
Yeah.
Zero?
Zero. I could never go to a thing like that. I also am watching, unfortunately, season 5 of The Last Kingdom. It is the last season of The Last Kingdom.
Oh, no.
It's so gut-wrenching. I'm like, we got to savor this. We got to savor
That's
it.
how I feel at the Valley.
Oh, it's such a good show. I love Uhtred.
Interesting.
Destiny is all. God, I love that show. Right now, I don't want to give any spoilers in case nobody has watched, but it's the final season. Uhtred is kicking ass and taking names. The thing that's funny about this show, though, is Uhtred, who's the main character, he has existed since season 1 through 3 generations of watching like babies being born who have become adult characters in the show. Uhtred hasn't aged a fucking day. He's literally watching people grow old and die over the span of 40 years. And I'm trying to do the math. I'm like, if Uhtred is roughly like 20 in season 1, and there's a baby in that season that becomes like a grown person, so that's another 20 to 30 years that have passed. So he's got to be 40 to 50. Then that happens again. So now he's got to be 60 to 70 years old, Uhtred.
And they don't age him up at all?
Not at all. They put a couple of gray hairs in the front and some in his beard. And you're like, I just watched a guy grow from 0 to 80 and die of old age. And this motherfucker's still swinging a sword.
I like
What's
that.
going
He's
on
like
here?
Magic. Yeah. Magical Uhtred.
I've found the fountain of youth and I will drink it forever, Father Beoka. Oh. Thank you. That's my Uhtred.
Well, after Outlander, I'll have to check that one out.
The thing that's confusing about, it's way better than Outlander, by the way. The sex scenes aren't as crazy, but it's way better. They're sparser. This one is more about like political intrigue and who's fucking over who and who's going to kill. It's a lot more like
doesn't sound better.
House of Dragons, I would say.
Okay.
In fact, the guy with the eye patch, the skinny evil guy who flies the big dragon.
Yeah.
He's in Last Kingdom. Aemond. As is Valentin from White Lotus season 3.
That's Uhtred, right?
No.
Or
that guy Valentin and the
he's
House
not
of
the main
Dragons
character?
guys. No. They're
wait, who's the one not aging?
his buddies. Well, none of them age either. I mean, they're also in it and never age. It's like there's a bunch of little kids that get born and then they age into adulthood and become like, very significant characters. And
but
he
I
just
like
watches
that because child actors
happen.
are not good pretty much ever.
Yeah. They
Get
got a real
there.
bad
Get
child
'em-
actor in
get
season
'em
5.
old.
God. I agree. Anyways.
They aged up Joel in The Last of Us season 2
Did they?
for no reason.
Did they? By the way,
It's only 5
5
years later.
Yeah, 5 years later, it says.
And that's what I mean. Why did they age him up? They shouldn't have.
I don't know. But isn't
They
it
made
also...
him look like old.
Correct me if I'm wrong, and I haven't seen this most recent episode, so no spoilers again.
Wait,
but correct me if I'm wrong.
Spoil.
I'm not. Some of the characters in Last of Us have aged like 20 years, but some have only aged 5 and some haven't aged at all. Am I crazy?
Well,
Like,
it's
isn't
tricky
the
because the
little girl-
first episode is like, he's like 36 or something. And then
Sure.
it goes like 20 years or something.
But
And then now this is only 5 years later. And they made him like, they put on like grandpa makeup on him. It still doesn't
Yes.
take him down. Let's be clear.
He has grandpa makeup.
the main
but
reason to
little
watch the
girl,
show.
She was like, what, 14-ish, 15-ish in episode 1?
I think 15, 16.
And so now she's supposed to be 20-something, and she
21.
looks exactly the same. They didn't fuck with her at all. Age her up.
I mean, age her up. She's impossible to age up. She looks like a baby.
Perpetual child.
She's got a smooth face like Uhtred.
She looks like when she was in Game of Thrones when she played a 10-year-old kid. Still.
I have no idea
In my
how
opinion.
old she is. It's impossible to know.
Can't
We'll never know.
You can't know. That's the mystery of The Last of Us. How
Well,
old
I'm
are these
happy for
characters?
you. There's a character, Nia, on the Valley, and she's obsessed with Outlander. She's like watched it multiple times, and I thought of you.
We got stuck in season 3 or 4. Whenever they go to America, we got stuck and we were just like, this is kind of boring. So we bailed. But now Uhtred's given us a taste for that shit again. I think we're going to go to Vikings next because that's supposed to be a better Uhtred, basically. I can't see how that's possible because I fucking love Uhtred. Uhtred is my
God.
favorite fucking character of anything that I've ever seen, probably. He's just so fucking
Dang.
good. And I love that actor. He's so good in it.
Now I have to see who this is. Uhtred.
I am Uhtred, son of Uhtred, Uhtred of Beppenburg. I have given too much to King Edward, and now I am owed what is my birthright. I will take it back from Breda and
That's a pretty
Skade.
face.
What's that?
That's a pretty face. Interesting hair situation.
Are you looking at him as Uhtred with the shaved
Yeah.
head, long ponytail? Yeah.
It's like half shaved on the sides, but
That's standard Viking.
a tail,
Yeah, standard
man
Viking.
bun.
Sure.
Okay. Well,
Per your Outlander or romantasy indulgences, you do get to see his butt multiple times.
say less. Why'd you bury the headline, Clues?
And the thing that is the funniest thing about the show is like everybody is made to look like they're living in the year 600 in fucking rural medieval, post-medieval England or whatever, or I guess pre-medieval England. And so they are all like just shitty looking. It's like these people are living hard lives. And then like in episode 2 or so of every season, just some supermodel who looks perfect is like, oh, the daughter of this king or whatever. And you're like, that's going to be Uhtred's girlfriend for this season. It's every season. Just a like, whoa, somebody can't
just
look like
know
that
who the
in these
love interest
conditions.
is. That's hilarious.
It's like by far the prettiest and just like not a blemish on them. Every other character in the whole fucking series has like scars and shit, missing teeth. And then it's just like, oh, here's a supermodel straight off the runway in Paris, walking right into some like Viking colony or whatever. Oh, her? She's our seer. Okay.
Okay. Well, that's a good ad for Last Kingdom.
Yeah. Anyways, let's move on. That's
Maybe I'll
what we're
watch
watching.
that when I finish The Valley, and I'm just
for sure.
so emotionally distraught.
This will
having to
also
wait
leave you
week to
emotionally
week.
distraught.
Ugh.
because the writing on the show is fucking fantastic. The storytelling, the plots, the things that are happening with the characters, you get very heavily invested into these characters. Like I said, I'm literally sad that we're like about to finish the whole thing. And Uhtred's just going to be a memory. Speaking of memories, let's move on to
He's not real.
all
Does
of those.
help?
I don't think he was real even in history. A lot of this shit is based on historical fact, you know? Like the kings and shit and the Mercia and Northumbria and blah, blah, blah. All of that is like...
Dorian Gray character.
What? Dorian Gray?
Never aging.
Oh, yeah, that. No, I'm saying like the historical context of it, I think is like to some degree accurate in terms of like who the kings were and who the big battles were and stuff. I don't think Uhtred was a real person. I think he's like a fictional character inserted into some kind of historical context. At any rate, let's move on to all those tits that are fit to print. This is
Bachelor Nation News.
First up in Bachelor Nation News, Got to Get Out champion and Golden Superstar officiant and Kris Jenner lookalike Susan Knowles is off the market. On the latest episode of Bachelor Happy Hour Golden Hour, co-hosted with Kathy Swartz, Susan shared the story of her unexpected romance with a Frenchman named Frederick.
During a recent girls' trip to St. Martin with Swartz, Knowles found herself struggling with insomnia. So she fired up Tinder, where she swiped right on Frederick. And despite a 14-year age difference and a language barrier, Frederick speaks little English. The two connected and have been communicating through a translation app. That's beautiful.
Susan revealed their relationship began in February and has since blossomed. She described Frederick as, quote, everything I've ever dreamed of, highlighting his attentive care, especially when she broke her arm during the trip. Quote, when I broke my arm, I needed to shower. The man showered me, shaved my legs, washed me. I mean, he took care of me like no other. They don't make them like this. I don't know where it came from, but I'm blessed. I feel blessed.
Dang. Gary catching strays wouldn't shave Susan.
Yeah, I know.
Susan
Come on,
also.
dude. You can't know someone unless you've shaved them.
You know, it's like bonding through trauma, this IFI.
I've shaved.
Susan also mentioned she and Frederick have love level 4 exchanging I love yous, and that she has decided not to participate in Bachelor in Paradise. Dang it. Stating, I found the love of my life. Congrats to Susan and to Frederick.
Yeah. I can't fault Susan for bailing on Paradise for this. Once you hit a certain age,
there's
it's like...
no Frederick on sand.
Wrap it up. Yep, exactly. Next up in Bachelor Nation News, the Jen Saviano is married in a move that left the nation both stunned and swooning. Bachelor season 20 10th place finisher Jen Saviano has officially tied the knot with longtime civilian partner Landon Ricker. The couple, who share a son named Wilder, returned to their favorite tree in Nashville for an intimate elopement nearly 2 years after Landon proposed at the same spot.
Jen shared a video of the event captioned, "That tree's got a hold on us. Full circle moment unlocked." The footage features their son in a tiny tuxedo, standing behind them as they engage in chemistry play, sharing a kiss.
The comment section was a who's who of superstars from a bygone era. Creamy Caesar fartist Ashley Canetti made her presence known with not a Creamy Caesar fart, but this comment. That is a stunning dress. Congratulations. And fellow Paradise love finder Carly Waddell blurted, congratulations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 exclamation marks, or 5 maybe. Wow, so beautiful. And multiple other exclamation marks, quad, heart, emoji. And one half of the Fergie twins, Haley Ferguson, took time away from her hockey player husband to tap out congratulations, sparkle emoji.
Saviano is perhaps most known for making an end run in Paradise Season 6 with Clues' great one, Nick Viall. Viall
NJV,
famously...
please.
What's NJV?
His full name?
What's the middle name?
Nicholas Joseph Viall.
Pass. Viall famously secured a diamond from the diamond dealer himself, Neil Lane, but elected not to propose in order to wear the crown in Bachelor Season 21, which started shooting immediately after that season of Paradise. Congrats to Jen, Landon, Wilder, and NJV.
NJV.
Why are you congratulating him?
You don't think he was responsible for her finding love after Paradise? You don't think he anointed her with the power to do that on Paradise season 6 when he did a fucking end run with her using the glowing beauty of a official Neil Lane diamond dealer ring?
She might have found the civilian sooner had he not led her on like this.
No, never happens. Without his anointing, she is still single, probably for life. Congratulations to everybody, and thank you, NJV. And in other legally binding contractual news in the nation, the lovable dingbat Gabby Windey and her wife, Robbie Hoffman, got married again after their spontaneous Las Vegas ceremony in January 2025, which featured a $799 wedding package, a limousine, and a symbolic vase-breaking tradition. The couple decided to make it legal with a courthouse wedding in Los Angeles on April 11th, and this week, Gabby shared pics from the event.
For their second nuptials, Gabby wore a very sheer white mini dress with a turtleneck top and ruffled skirt, while Robbie kept it casual in a cream t-shirt and black pants. The intimate ceremony included a small wedding cake topped with Funko Pop figurines of the couple and a celebratory limo ride. Flashback. This week, Gabby shared photos on Instagram with the caption, "I do thee, legally wed."
Did you see that dress, by the way, she had on?
Oh, yeah. Free the nipple, baby.
Oh, my God. Fellow traders, members of the Bambis chimed in with the reactions. Nikki Garcia wrote, "Aw, love, quad, heart eye, face emoji." And Chriselle Staus added, "Aw, congrats, you lovebirds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exclamations. And also quad, heart eye, face emoji. Congratulations to Gabby and Robbie on their double dose of wedded bliss."
Secret Bambi language, the quad heart eyes?
Maybe, I don't know.
Final in Bachelor Nation news, Alessi and the Liondykes twins are going to have another Liondykes baby to compete with in the Parasocial arena. This week, the kissing bandit and his second choice for wife revealed that their fourth incoming progeny, expected in September, will be a girl. The Arizonans broke the news in a video featuring their 3 landwalker children. Like they walk on land?
Yeah, the fourth one doesn't yet. Easy.
Like it's in the sea, like in the placenta?
It's not walking yet. It's not on land yet, you know?
Okay.
I could have also put air-breathing children. I'll rewrite it. Hang on. Let me rewrite it real quick.
Air-breathing children. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense. 3 air breather children, Alessi, Senna, and Lux, popping a balloon filled with pink confetti.
The creation of the fourth Liondykes heir was made possible only as a result of Ari getting what medical experts are calling a vasectomy reversal.
Bachelor Nation superstar and one half of the Ultimate Girl Gang, Tayshia Adams wrote, "OMG, yay, 4 Ys, 3 exclamation points. Congrats you too, 2 exclamation points." The greatest Night 1 player of all time and coiner of Sluician Protocol, Hannah Ann Sluss, wrote, 3 beautiful baby girls. The dollman, Adam Gottschalk, gave notes on the gender reveal, writing, "Should have been pink smoke coming off the exhaust as you drive away. Congrats, bro." Offering notes.
Yeah,
on
I
the
like that.
Parasocial play.
Your gender reveal, bro. Should have had a doll in the passenger seat of your Corvette convertible. Pink smoke coming out of the tailpipe, dude. Right now,
a showman.
Alessi Liondykes currently has 279,000 followers on Instagram, and Senna and Lux share 239K at the Liondykes twins joint account. Congrats to the Liondykes family, and good luck to this incoming vasectomy reversal Liondykes. You're going to need it with sibs like that.
I mean, is this sib even going to get it? 100K? Are people tapped out on the sibs?
It's going to be interesting. I don't think they've launched a fetus account yet to start the parasocial inheritance trickle down, but I'll be curious. I do want to watch that and see if it happens, because it does feel like we've kind of gone out of that era. Is it still possible to generate big numbers like that outside the pandemic with
if
TikTok?
Anyone's going to, I can see the Liondykes because they are very good at actively making social media.
I agree.
Especially of the children.
They're basically looking at a situation where you're trying to see how much of Lauren's following you can get to follow that kid. And she still has million what? Do we know? Let me look at hers real quick. Lauren right now is setting at 1.2. So it's like, can she translate what she's getting about 28% or something of her fandom is looking at the other ones in the 300 range? Can she get that? Yeah. Can she get a quarter?
Speaking of parasocial plays, our next category of things is Kelsey Anderson, the ring winner from Joey Graziezi's season, comes in at number 5 with an Instagram reel speaking directly to camera, mock responding to a fake viral video claiming she is pregnant with a boy and girl twin. She says she's so excited she just found out she's pregnant via Facebook and that they're going to name the son Batch and the daughter Elor. 34K likes, 844K views.
Little Batch Anderson, or would it be Batch Grazizi?
Better be Anderson.
Little Batch Anderson Grazizi. Gratz Anderson.
This is such a good, like, she's so good at social media and just like taking stuff that's clickbait and commenting on it, making fun of it. You also get the clickbaitness of it.
Did you see she got in a fight at Coachella?
Pregnant? Wait, what?
Yeah, she got in a fight with some other influencer that has remained nameless.
Like a physical fight?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Anderson laying
When she's
it down.
pregnant?
Hell yeah.
Oh no.
Had to protect little Batch, little Elor.
No, I didn't hear that at all. That's
coming
wild.
in at number 4 of the top 5 parasocial plays of the week is Gore Girl Blake Baylock High Horseman. He made an Instagram reel featuring a new original song in which he giggles as he mashes up an electronic beat with clips from Gabby and Clayton's ongoing parasocial rivalry, including one of Clayton's infamous dances. The caption reads, "I'm team this could have been a DM, crying laughing face emoji. Prob gonna play this at my set this weekend at Coachella, dancing human being emoji. We love the deep cut. This could have been a DM, Kevin Ref, and general messiness, 179K views. His joint reel with his love is blind paramour Giannina Gibelli, celebrating their child's first birthday, also raked in 1.9 million views.
That baby needs an account.
I agree.
Our number 3 top parasocial play of the week goes to Christina Mandrell, the country singer, royalty descendant, parasocial powerhouse, an incredible stunt woman, dressed in a Spider-Man top for a birthday party and made a couple Instagram reels featuring her body acting work, including doing back handsprings in a bouncy house in this costume, beating a bunch of kids in a foot race, and breakdancing. The caption reads, "Part 2 committed so hard, even the parents started believing. And to everyone who said I couldn't pull it off because, quote, Spider-Man has a chest plate, not a chest, joke's on you. The kids bought it, and so did Brayden. Spider emoji, winking, tongue emoji. Stay till the end to see how things went after the party, ... upside down kiss included." The first reel got 1.3 million views. The second's at 64.4K views.
There is an alternate reality in which she was the Bachelorette.
She would have been flipping around.
God, she's so good.
She's got some of that Dark Lord Jeff energy.
Yeah,
just
she
like
really does.
A firecracker.
She's, what is it called? CrossFit. She does that, right?
She's very strong. I don't know.
I feel like people who do CrossFit have like a different level of I'm going to do shit type attitude, you know?
Maybe I should do that. Sounds hard.
CrossFit?
Pass.
Good luck. I don't know about that. CrossFit is like more power to all the people who do it, especially the people who get deep into the competition element of it. You know how it works?
No.
You go into a CrossFit gym or you adopt your own CrossFit routine, however you want to do it. But there are certain like exercises that all the CrossFit people do. Like one of them, I think, is you drop down and like do a push-up and stand up and then like grab a bar and do a pull-up. It's all these kind of like body weight crazy type exercises. And you do as many of those as you can do in like a minute. Then you write down how many you did. You put your name and that number into the CrossFit app and it ranks you nationally. And you can also zero in on like, you know, your zip code and whatever and see where you rank on all these exercises. So you're constantly competing against each other.
Ranked in my exercise. No, thanks.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I'm number 1 in my mind.
I agree. But speaking of number 1, number 2 this week, see how I did that? In our top 5 parasocial plays of the week is Tia Gar. Runner-up once again takes the silver medal. The Mormon Fantasy Suites anti-chemistry player was seen taking photos with a member of the royal family, Kendall Jenner, right next to power player Hailey Bieber at a tequila event at Coachella. We're not sure who posted this on Instagram, but the caption reads, "Today was very cute at Kendall Jenner." She also shared Coachella Instagram pics with ring winner. I was like, what's RW? Ring winner Katie Bigger, technical ring winner Susie Evans, Alex Godden, and several civilians. God, look at that picture. Unreal.
I mean,
head to head with the Kendall Jenner. She's downloading
heads.
from her.
Downloading.
It's a nice head play. They're just like.
All of these were strong plays. However, there can only be one winner. Our parasocial play of the week goes to Eva Erickson, the 24-year-old first openly autistic survivor player and frontrunner, made an incredible play this week responding to the unhinged claims made by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. about autism, saying that autism, quote, destroys families, and claiming many autistic children would never hold jobs, go on dates, or write poems. She starts off saying, "Let me show you how wrong RFK Jr. is." She plays Kennedy's comments while showing images of herself graduating, playing hockey, and having a flourishing dating life. Erickson is currently pursuing a PhD in engineering at Brown University and emphasizes that people with autism can thrive and achieve far more than he suggests, and that, quote, RFK Jr. can kick rocks. The caption reads, "I have autism and a loving family, successful career, play sports, and an amazing boyfriend. How dare RFK Jr. tell us what we are capable of?" Hashtag autism acceptance, puzzle emoji, hashtag Fiji Hockey Club, hashtag Survivor 48, hashtag autism, hashtag autism acceptance month, hashtag I pay taxes. Her paramour even commented that he can certify that she does, in fact, pay her taxes. 73.8K likes, 1.2 million views.
Fantastic. Does this mean
Incredible.
I can stop paying taxes?
I think you should stop. Yeah. You just write, "I got it.
Yeah, I'm touched.
I'm touched."
So many autistic players of various games were making similar kind of posts. I think almost the entire cast of Love on the Spectrum made similar kind of posts, which are all hilarious. If you're not watching Love on the Spectrum, by the way, watch it and then follow all these players on their Instagrams and TikToks and stuff. They're so fucking funny. Anyways, fantastic play. Love to see it. Love to see a shout down on this. Just an absurd thing he said. It's so stupid.
We're living in a
Elon Musk
wild reality.
famously is on the spectrum. He's part of that fucking administration. And RFK says this? It's insane. It's just such stupidity. Anyways.
I mean, give this guy a promotion.
Yeah, exactly.
Head of
moving on.
health and whatever. God.
Health and idiocy. Moving on to the creature of the week. This week it goes to a little pup being held by Zach Shawcross. And the pup is also licking all over Zach Shawcross's face. It is so cute, so beautiful. Please go check this out. Congratulations to this unnamed Shawcross canine companion.
Cute.
But it was very cute. And now let's move on to that final portion of our program in which PaceCase and I descend deep into the bottom of the pit to issue forth our screams about how our fundamental personalities have been changed forever by the 6-year journey we have taken to the core of the earth, digging a deeper and deeper pit. This is
Screams from the pit.
Clues.
Yeah.
my scream this week, I can't even believe what happened. I can't say specifically what show this person works for, but I met a dating game producer in the wild at an Easter brunch yesterday. Mm-hmm. And they weren't even familiar with the show they were going on. And I vomited. I could not stop talking how great the show was. And just like we were talking about the show in completely different ways. Mm-hmm. This person was not excited about this job. And I was like, do you understand what you are doing? Do you understand the power and like the creative, the extraordinary creative product that you were going to be making? Yeah. Like, I couldn't believe it. I'm going to try to dive deeper into this new friendship. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it just, when you ask someone what their job is, you don't think it's going to be the exact job that is correlated to your job. Right. Especially when our job is so obscure.
Yeah. I mean,
it shocked me.
It's an interesting thing when you hear stuff like that. I have encountered similar kind of things. People like, yeah, I work on this show. It's whatever. It's just a job. Yeah. And you're like, excuse me? And that, in some regard, is like the problem with these shows at this point. You have people working them who just view it as like, whatever, it's my 9 to 5. I don't actually care about the product. And when you start to look at things like the WWE, for example, I think, say what you will about, you know, if you like that type of entertainment and all this kind of stuff. And I know they've had some very problematic shit happening relatively recently with the ex-CEO and front guy, Vince McMahon, getting in some hot water. All that said, the one thing that organization does very well is no one works for that company who is not lifetime fan of that product and views it as an honor to be there. That needs to happen in reality television. It's like if you hired somebody to work in the front office at like the Dodgers, but they never watched baseball.
Yeah. I'm just like, hoping they're not familiar enough with the product yet and they will see the light.
But then like, how does a person like that even get that job?
I don't know.
It's so bizarre to me. I don't know. Well, on the opposite end of that spectrum, speaking as someone who very much understands the product, I've been working on a project. I think AI technology is getting good enough that I'm going to be able to make a reality show soon using AI. Uh-oh. And so the idea is kind of in my head, like, can you make something convincing enough using AI? No one in this is real. There are no people. I'm just writing it all, performing it all, then using AI to translate my performance into other characters and stuff, basically. Can I make these characters compelling enough that anyone would give a shit knowing literally that none of it is real and it's reality TV? Yes. And I've gotten to a point in my experimentations where I'm becoming emotionally attached to the characters and having to write out like, oh, fuck. Well, who is she going to end up with? Is it this guy or this guy? Is this going to be the villain? I like him. I don't want him to be the villain. None of these characters are all fucking in my head.
You got to name one Uhtred.
Yeah, I should just have that guy come in. My name is Uhtred, son of Uhtred. He comes out of the limo with a fucking sword on his back. I've killed over 17,000 Danes in defense of the Saxon homeland, and now I'm here to find my love.
My type of supermodel. I heard they're on this show.
My wife was on Girls. She was named Alison Williams. She's a Nepo baby. I am not, but now that I've married
Alison Williams is on the show?
On what?
Alison Williams is on the show?
No, that's his wife.
Oh.
Or I don't know if they're married. They're romantically linked in real life, I believe. Any hoozle. Yeah, I've gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, 100% you can make shit with this now that is like, has emotional resonance with an audience. I think. I mean, I'm making it.
Oh, and so 100%. I'm like
a little more, into it. But basically the stuff I've been doing now is just experimentation. I don't think it will ever see the light of day, but it's teaching me a lot about how to do this. And I have my concept for the show and like, I kind of know what I'm going to do. I think I just need a few more pieces to fall into place with like consistent character rendering. Right now, the workflow is a little clunky. It's a little too many steps. It would take a very long time to make something coherent, I think. But I think within the next 6 months, that'll all get ironed out and you'll see one platform emerge that can kind of do it all. That can do text to image, text to video, video to video, performance to video, make new audio, and consistent characters. Once you have that, it's done.
I mean, I consistently cry at fake characters constantly, almost every day. Mm-hmm. And I have a friend of a friend who seems to be getting very emotionally attached to their chat GPT, like uses it as their therapist. And like the conversations I'm reading, I'm like, this seems like dangerous territory. I don't know.
I at one point I was asking it to do something. I forget what it was. Oh, I was making a little title card image for this sitcom that I'm trying to pitch. And so and it's wild what you can do on ChatGPT now. I'm like, these are the 5 characters. Here are their names and what their personalities are like. I want this character sitting on the edge of the couch looking at her cell phone. I want this character to be hugging this character with her tongue out. And it just does it exactly. Wow. It's so fucking good at it. But at some point, I think when I was making that, it was like, do you like this image? And I was like, hell yes, this is perfect. Now, anytime I say anything to it, it's always like, hell yes, let's do this. And then
oh my God.
I influenced it to say hell yes back to me.
How do I get it to say hell yes? Just by saying it?
Yeah. Just reply to it one time and be like, hell yes, this
I don't
image
have to
is
say
awesome.
like, hey, talk like me.
No, it just kind of does it. I don't know, but it's getting good. It's getting good. Anyways, we are not the only human beings screaming down here in the pit. If you want to submit your scream to us to be played right here, like the one we're about to play for you in just a moment, all you have to do is go to patreon.com/Game of Roses, sign up, join us in the bottom of the pit, get access to our Discord. In that Discord, there's a channel called Submit Your Scream. That's where you upload a 1 minute or shorter audio or video clip to be played right here. Are you ready, PaceCase?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Hello, PaceCase, Clues, and Pit. My name is Stephanie. I went to a wedding recently with a friend who is also in the pit. Hey, Dev. We were riding in the shuttle, and as we were driving by this marquee, I saw a talking stick resort advertised. And so I told Devin all about Becca Kufrin, Bachelor Live on Stage. That kind of rolled out, so I was able to deepen his knowledge. Then afterwards, when we were coming back on the shuttle, as we were debriefing, we just naturally started asking each other, like, hey, who was your Sweetnum's Familial player? Who was your MVP? What was your play of the game? Like, without even like going into it thinking about that, without even like knowing that we were going to start giving out awards. I think even during the ceremony, I like leaned over and I was like, hey, that's his ring winner. So I just wanted to call in and thank Gore for this new vocabulary you've given our friendship, because it is next level. Praise be, Dark Lord Palmer.
Wowie.
Dang.
Talking Stick. I haven't heard that name in decades. The Talking Stick Resort. For those who don't know, the Talking Stick Resort is where they were going to have Bachelor Live on Stage in its final year, hosted by Becca Kufrin. PaceCase and I had secured tickets. This is a resort in Arizona. We were going to go there for that weekend. We were going to go to Bachelor Live on Stage. We were going to meet up with whoever else was in the pit that wanted to come out. And
we
then
might have been the only
it.
ones to buy tickets on the day we were going.
Yeah, we got primo seats. I remember when we were looking at like the little amphitheater where they were going to have it, and it was like crickets. There were fucking every seat was open basically. And I think that's the way it remained, because they canceled Bachelor Live on Stage. Not only that weekend, it was going to happen over the course, I think, of 2 or 3 weekends. They canceled it all. So there was never another Bachelor Live on Stage.
And ended their relationship with Becca Kufrin.
Yep. Unceremoniously. God, I did get to go to one Bachelor Live on Stage though, which you were not present for, right?
I had COVID,
you had something to do.
I think.
Oh, COVID. Yeah, you had something to do. Heal from COVID. Yeah, you had COVID that weekend. But I did get to see it And I'm glad that I did. But yeah, the talking stick for me will always be a graveyard. I don't know if I can ever go there.
Yeah.
But this is a high level scream, because you know what talking stick resort is. Now take this in if you're listening to this, and I assume that you are. To know that has any significance to anyone, let alone grand significance to this podcast, to the pit, is a very high level scream. Yeah. Again, this is a place where nothing happened. Just to let you know. There's no significant
nothing
event
happened.
Took place here.
No one went there.
Yeah, exactly. But still, it holds meaning to us. And then to have this kind of lexicon of Gore terminology that you can apply to the wedding you were at, which, by the way, I did the same thing at PaceCase's wedding.
Oh, God.
So many love level 4s.
That's a scream.
So much tear play. All of it.
I think back and I'm like, I was crying the entire ceremony. Just a faucet.
There was a creature of the wedding.
That's true.
Luca rolling around in his little outfit.
Oh my God. He did everything we asked him to do. It was so cute. Just chaos.
But
started prancing around, eating the flowers.
Yeah. Anytime you find yourself commenting on something happening in the real world using Gore terminology means a couple of things. One, you're obviously deep in the pit and you're speaking the language. Two, you are viewing everything as a kind of reality dating format, which, by the way, it is. That's the correct way to view reality.
It's hard to not, like, especially like love levels and stuff. Like, it's very hard to not just see them everywhere. Like,
oh, absolutely.
It's kind of rewired my brain, created some 4-level grooves. And you also
Especially
made a friend through
zero.
it, which that's cute.
It's fantastic screen.
Connection. Where is Talking Stick?
Arizona.
Which city?
Oh, that I don't remember.
I'm like, maybe I could go there.
Where
should have had
Talking
the wedding
Stick?
there.
Hang on. I'll Google it. Oh my God, you should have.
I know.
Scottsdale. That's Liondykes country.
It's in Scottsdale?
Yep.
That's where I got married.
I know.
Wow.
Scottsdale, Arizona. It's also a casino.
Interesting. Okay, maybe the vow renewal.
We could have been gambling with Becca Kufrin and Big Body. Can you imagine sitting down at a blackjack table and Big Body is on one side of you and Becca Kufrin's on the other side?
I don't know how to play blackjack. I could do craps.
Whatever the table may be, I don't care. I'm playing whatever they're playing. God, I wish that would have happened. Now I'm going down memory lane of an event that never took place.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's some deep pit shit. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us today. That wraps up Twixt Weeks in Bachelor Nations.
Twixt
We
Weeks.
will be out on Thursday morning with a recap of the next episode of Survivor. We're also trying to gear up to get some other Survivor
Casa Gore.
co-recappers. What?
Casa Gore is going to be launching soon on our Patreon, so get ready for that.
Wednesday night, I believe we'll have out episode 1 of Battle Camp in Casa Gore, the inaugural offering of Casa Gore. I can't wait. I think this is going to be so fun. And if you like medicine...
I already watched your coroners, so it's like if you like medicine.
I think Casa Gore is going to be the most medicine-heavy thing that has ever existed in the history of this podcast.
Oh my God. I'm on a medicine break right now, but I am excited to see you dive in.
You ain't going to take no medicine in Casa Gore?
I don't know.
Shit. All right. Well, I support whatever decision you make.
I've been trying to create a new personality that's super energetic, like Christina Mandrell.
I don't know if medicine has anything to do with that.
Yeah, so far it hasn't resulted in anything.
That's some innate shit right there. I don't know. That's genetics or some kind of astral projection shit, energies.
Well, join us for Battle Camp. And, this will have already come out, but our live shows are 4:30 Mondays Pacific time. Praise be Dark Lord Palmer.
Please rate this podcast. Please review this podcast. Please get a friend to listen to us. And then please rate this podcast. Please review this podcast.